In this episode, we're going to be going over the Week 6 waiver wire and who to stream.
And Tuesday night football. What the heck? And some news.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Brothers. Let's meet your host. From the cold and harsh distant land of Mother Russia, lover of romantic walks from his bed to his couch, Boris Wagner. From the sunshine state of California, lover of barbershops and sleeping in, Richard Wagner. Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. My name is Richard Wagner.
And I am Boris Wagner.
And Tuesday night football. We don't got Thursday night. We got a Tuesday night.
It's copycatter.
What do you mean?
That's what I said.
Sucks that we don't have Thursday night as well, because it'd be awesome if we had a football game every day this week.
That's what I said last episode.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, we recorded half this episode and then our computer shut down.
Which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't like a 2-hour episode that we were doing, and at the end it did that. We would probably not record it again if that happened. It sucks. But congratulations to everybody who already won. Hopefully you guys already won your leagues. Not your leagues, but your weekly matchup. Congrats. And for those of you who need something crazy to happen, okay? Such crazy that you even need this from us.
Good luck.
And you need our good luck.
You might want to turn it off and on. You need our good luck.
1 second.
We got the news. We got some injuries, so the waiver wire show is gonna be interesting. We got some streamers. Yeah, guys.
And I won 6 out of my 7 leagues, even though most of my teams are trash, garbanzo beans. Somehow, I was able to, fight the person that had the second lowest score than me, and it feels victorious. Because any win I can get, man, in this season,
Hell yeah.
it feels like it's like going to see the Mona Lisa for the first time.
And I won 4-6. One of them I lost because Justin Jefferson, Tyler Lockett decided to just end up not playing for the whole game. I didn't have Julio Jones, so that's an excuse I'm going to take. All the excuses while I can.
Where is he, guys? You guys wonder where is he gonna take this excuse to, right?
Hopefully it
And
works. I don't know if it works.
It's gonna be probably gonna
Mother
be.
Russia.
And then in the other league, I need Derrick Henry to give me 33 points. So let's go, Derrick
That's
Henry.
easy, bro. Derrick Henry, come on
Anything,
now.
anything else you want to add?
I'm gonna say, first of all, Juju, what's up, bro? 5 targets when Claypool gets 11. 5 targets.
Right.
The one thing I can say very positive about him is I did say he's a very nice guy. He was actually he was showing this little kid a dance. I think he was like, maybe he had cancer, the little kid, or I don't know, like right before the game. And he was showing him how to, like, that little 2-step. I don't know what it's called, that little. See, I'm not very on my lingo, how it works, but he did a little, like, a dance.
All right.
Thank you, Juju.
Let's get into the news.
News.
So Juju dances for a little boy. I also saw him dance with Chase Claypool.
Right, at the end of the game. I
Which-
don't know why he dancing, because he's probably like, Claypool, you just took my job.
Yeah. Well, Juju, he had that 1 year with AB. Got a bunch of stats.
AB, you need to come back to that team.
But our biggest news story today is Chris Hogan placed on IR.
Cole Hogan's brother, Chris Hogan.
Yep.
He's a big wrestler, and the reason why he's on RR is because he was doing a big wrestling move. And sometimes it just happens where you dislocate your body.
But in actual big news, on the same team, the Jets are shopping Le'Veon Bell, hoping to trade him before the trade deadline. Pretty crazy.
Pretty freaking crazy.
I think you're very happy as a Le'Veon Bell owner if they do end up trading you, because any person
trading me or him.
both. Any person, if under the Adam Gase Adam Gase clench. That's
The
what I
butt
used last
clench.
episode.
It's like every time you're on that squad, you just clench up your butt and you say to yourself, one day I will be traded. I don't care if it's to the New York Giants. I don't care.
Yeah, last episode we were thinking of teams that would get him, and Giants was the first one we thought of.
Last episode, meaning in this episode though.
Right, this episode that we previously recorded, but
Yes.
I don't think they find a trade a team to trade him to. He has $7 million left on his deal for this year. I don't think a team is willing to pay him that much money. And then for next year, I do think he leaves the Jets because his cap is only $4 million. I don't think that's too crazy.
Put a cap in
I
you.
think he leaves, and I think he has an MVP season because that's what people seem to do when they leave Adam Gase's clench.
Yes. Clench.
Roger Goodell said there could be Week 18 games. They're trying everything they can to not have that happen, but it's a possibility if teams keep getting COVID, if they have to postpone games.
Teams. What could I tell you, teams? Chill out, bro. Stop partying. And if you're going to go party, invite me, because clearly I'm not getting invited to any parties. I'm at home all day.
Where would you go to if they invited you?
Probably not.
Deontay Johnson will begin the week limited at practice. Super sad for him. He's having a breakout year, but he just can't stay healthy. Yeah,
She's just like, what, is every single player on my team better than me?
Yeah. But yeah, if he misses time, Chase Claypool, insane.
Hey.
AJ Brown expected to play. I think he is playing. Dalvin Cook, huge. That was like the biggest injury. He got a groin strain, I believe.
Yep.
Is expected to miss this next week. He pretty much got the same injury as Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt played the following week. I don't think they wanted to play him. I think Nick Chubb just went down. It looked like they were sitting him out until the end. So I think Dalvin Cook, especially with their bye week that's coming up after this week, doesn't
I think
play.
he'll be fine.
He'll be fine
And
now.
we'll talk about the waivers. I just think Madison's a must
Right.
own because this kid could easily get re-injured. Who knows what's gonna happen? Minnesota. I mean, Jesus, I feel like they're like right there every game. Like they look good. I mean, they look good.
It's the worst. I watch a guy on YouTube who's a big guy from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
He just does a lot of coverage on them, and he says it's so sad being a Minnesota because it's not like the Cleveland Browns or the Bengals where like you know you have no chance. I mean Browns this year whatever, but usually you know you have no chance. Minnesota, they give you hope. They have such a good
Hope
roster.
is the worst, right?
Yeah, they make you think that this is the year.
Right, and that's also because like they're not getting any they're not gonna be so bad where they don't get like crazy picks.
I mean they
Yeah.
just got J. Jeff, but
Right, I'm saying for this year.
right.
But yeah, they did get JJF, and they got him where second, third round,
First round.
First round. How did they have a first round pick? They did that bad?
Every team gets a first round pick.
Just kidding.
Okay then. Let's just act like
At
that
the end of
didn't
that
happen.
first round, I guess. Okay.
Zach Moss.
I'm just thinking basketball, because basketball, like,
everyone also gets a first round pick.
do they though?
Yes.
It just doesn't matter because it's so late in the first round that it's like no one really.
Sure.
Really?
I mean-
Is that what it happens?
Yeah, everyone gets a first round pick.
Okay. Alright, guys.
Little history lesson.
Little history lesson. It was a joke.
Very funny joke.
Glad only 5 viewers.
Inactives for the game. There's 5 viewers.
No, but
Inactives
Total.
for the game. Zach Moss, John Brown, Tre'Davious White. So you're playing Devin Singletary. I think Stephon Diggs is about to have a game, and then I think AJ Brown. He should have an easier time. No Tre'Davious White, so could be better for him.
right.
But anything,
I do.
yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it.
No, go ahead.
Well, we'll talk about the game a little later.
Okay.
The
let's
actual,
talk about
we'll
that.
run it down. All right,
Okay.
let's get into the waiver wire.
Waiver wire.
You want to lead this?
Yeah. Have you guys ever had a friend named Matt? Right. I mean, have you ever had a friend named Matt? Have you ever had more so than a friend, right? How old are you guys, right? Because at my age right now, I could have a son, and my son could be Matt, right? And not only could my son be Matt, I feel like I would have him, like let's say I had 3 other sons. I wouldn't just not have him. He would always be on my bench. He would be in my house. I wouldn't just like leave him be. And the same thing with this son that's Matt. I don't understand how he's not on your bench as of right now, how he's still not rostered every single league, knowing how often Dalvin Cook gets injured. Like Pollard, another guy, I can understand a little bit. Zeke has literally not missed one game due to injury. But Dalvin Cook has missed every year, bro. So, like, yes, Dalvin Cook is probably only going to miss 1 week, and then it's bye week, so it's 2 weeks, whatever. But I would use all my fab if he's still somehow on your waivers. As Richard said earlier, using all of your fab.
Yeah, if you didn't pick him up before, if he's on your waivers and you didn't pick
Jesus.
him up last week, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Even last week, this whole year. you had
This
a
whole year,
chance.
if you should have drafted Alexander Madison. If
Yeah.
he somehow made it to your waiver wire, someone dropped him. That's just insane. Knowing Dalvin Cook's injury history, I would use all of my fab because you don't know what can happen in the future. Not only that, but you're almost guaranteeing yourself a win this week. With putting Alexander Madison
Right,
on
and
your
the
flex.
funniest part in my highest league, someone had Dalvin Cook, someone has Dalvin Cook, and the other guy
Has Madison.
has Madison that
That's
he's
funny.
playing.
I just traded away Alexander Madison
You did.
But I got
Alexander
Zeke.
Madison and Hunt
and
for
Cam Akers
makers, right?
for Zeke and James White.
Yep.
I think I'll still take the Zeke side. But it was definitely scary seeing Dalvin Cook like that. Just ruined my
Yeah,
whole
imagine
fantasy.
he's just out for the year,
Oh my
and then they
God.
go, Richard, you've made a stupid bet.
No, I would say, can everyone please veto? That would be unfair, man. Because it's like pretty much you're getting Dalvin Cook and Kareem Hunt for Zeke.
But the way I get that, but the way I look at it is like that's kind of the person's fault. Like, you never know. I get what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
saying, no,
the
but
league.
then you have a chance to veto it. And you should probably veto it because that person's getting Dalvin Cook and Kareem Hunt for
Right.
Zeke. I mean, that's just unfair.
That would be so sad.
Yeah. But also a Boone, man. I would definitely pick up Boone just to see what
100%.
happens.
Oh, did you pick up Boone?
I picked a Boone before the game.
Oh,
But like, you never know.
I
As much as we all know in this league,
you
having
never
running
know
backs.
as much as you know.
We all know in this especially this season, having running backs are so important. And if Boone turns into anything, I mean, you might as well take the chance. Justin Jackson, if he's still on your waiver wire, must pick up. I'm gonna take all the. No, I'm kidding. We both said Justin Jackson over Deontay Johnson.
No, Dearness.
Dearness Johnson, I mean.
Yeah,
And it panned out.
dude. Not only did it pan out, but it went from like,
How much
oh
he finished
wait,
with?
bro. He first of all he's the clear
Right, how much did he finish
1A.
with? 14? So he got
14-4.
less than those other ones.
Less than, yeah, for me. But still, yeah.
Than
So-
Gaskin.
Right. So he finished with 15 carries to Kelly's 11. Kelly got like, I don't know, 30 yards. He finished with 71 yards. The one biggest thing, Kelly, 1 target, 1 reception. He had 6 targets, 5 reception. So they're saying, like, clearly Justin Jackson, he started the first half and the second half being the starting the game. And he ended the game completely just, with the end of the game. So as of right now, it could change. I look at it as like a 1A, 1B maybe. I mean, they were both utilized a lot. But as of right now, whoever's getting those passing downs is winning out. Definitely.
And then Damian Harris, I think he's a pickup for sure.
100%.
But you kind of only got him until Sony comes back, in my opinion.
I don't agree.
Uh,
Don't tell him that I said that.
Tony Pollard and Latavius Murray, just seeing what happened to Dalvin Cook. If they're not rostered, I don't know what you're doing. Boris was also questioning, should I pick up Tony Pollard? And what are you guys doing? Like this,
What?
this
Zeke is, he is God.
he is
He
God.
is GOOD. Snoop D-O-double-G.
100%. I agree with you. But even if there's a 1% chance, like you're literally, this guy's the guy. You know that he's a monster. Pollard, Latavius Murray. Like you, if the guy goes down, you have a league winner. Like you probably won your league because you have like you have a running back 1 that you picked up off the waivers.
Right. I hear you.
So, yeah, I would definitely be rostering them. And then Adrian Peterson for this week, I think is a decent spot start against
So
Jacksonville.
he's a streamer because we should be doing. So
He's the waiver wire
Well, would you use your waiver or would you use a streamer on it? Would you
on
stream
Adrian
him?
Peterson.
Yeah. Would you want to keep him? You're saying.
Do I want to keep him after him? I mean, if he does good, maybe. Why not? I think he's not the worst to roster. Now let's get into our wide receiver waiver wires. The number 1 guy everyone's talking about, Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool.
Yeah, he is my second guy on this list. Probably third. I would say third guy on this list. But yeah.
Oh, no, okay. So.
But I still think I would put in a bid for him. I mean, he's a rookie, so you never know what his ceiling is. It's just scary that Deontay Johnson was out for this to happen.
100%.
So I wouldn't be investing a lot of my fab on him or a high waiver pick on him. I think if you're in a deep league, right? Like I would not be using my number one waiver wire priority on him. If you're in a deeper league, I would, where you have a lot of bench spots and there's not a lot of wide receivers that come around. But if it's the regular Yahoo, I would not personally. I just think you're not going to get consistency. I think there's too many wide receivers there with Juju and Deontay. It's not like a Justin Jeff, Adam Thielen where he's the clear 2. Chase Claypool could still be the 3.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of question marks still.
Right.
And it's hard to spend too much fab on him. Would I still try to get him off the waiver wire, especially if you're really in need of wide receivers? Yeah, I probably would. And utilizing my first one again, it's just it's not as good as Justin Jefferson for sure. And Justin Jefferson did do a little duddy, but I do see the potential, and everybody's so hyped on him. Just the metrics on him, just everything is a go on him. And the thing with Claypool, the metrics and everything is there for him too.
He's a monster, yeah.
So if you need a wide receiver and you do have a wide receiver, like the first thing, like I don't know how much better at this point will you get for a wide receiver.
Yeah, you wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
So maybe I would use the waiver.
But what I'm thinking is that a LaVisca is still there, a T Higgins is still there, like. And
right, would I have LaVisca over Claypool? Yeah.
Right, so that's why Claypool is my number 3. But like
for sure.
Yeah. Travis Fulgham. I think if you need a spot start for this week, potentially, because Deshaun Alshon might not
Even
play.
though they have a very hard team versus the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like him. I'm not picking up Travis Fulgham. I mean, other than Dynasty. I'm just
by the way, Claypool for Dynasty. Jesus.
Yeah. That whole if you went all young and got like Justin Jeff, Claypool, T Higgins, LaVisca, I mean, Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah. Messed up on all that. How many of them hit out of the rookie wide receivers?
So many. CD, Judy, like all of them.
Yeah. I don't think this
Henry
happens.
Ruggs
this
just
is,
hit.
I don't think this happens that often the first year.
Right. I mean, it was a pretty stacked wide receiver class. Preston Williams had a baller game when I'm
still not that high on him. There's nothing wrong to roster him. I just wouldn't use too much fab on him. I just wouldn't use your number one claim on him because of what he's done the previous games. And they were saying, like, Fitzpatrick was literally throwing it to the rookie, horrible, put in, like, cornerback that was there. So that was just Preston Williams the whole time.
He would be my 5th guy after Henry Ruggs. I think Henry Ruggs is definitely a guy to stash. Listen, I know he only got 2 receptions, but that's just kind of
3 targets.
That's just who he is. Like, if you can get him getting 2 receptions but going for a 70-yard touchdown every game, definitely a great spot start. And I think as he progresses, this was his first game like fully active from the injury, so I think he only gets better from here. Christian Kirk, I'm not interested.
Me either.
LaVisca Chenault and T Higgins, that'd be my number 1 and number 2 pickups. T Higgins above LaVisca. T Higgins led the wide receivers in snaps, even over Tyler Boyd. So T Higgins is looking like a monster there. LaVisca also looking like a monster, especially with DJ Shark potentially being out.
Right. I like LaVisca probably more, just because I like that. I like the quarterback play more. I like that offense a little bit more. And
you like the quarterback play more?
Yeah. Do I like Minshew over
Joe Burrow, the number 1 overall pick?
100%, without a doubt. This year, yeah.
I would say the O-line play
I'm just going to say the growing, like, as much as I love Burrow, the growing pains of that team with that O-line, yes. With the just the whole system.
But not quarterback play. O-line, I would give you that 100%. That's why I would like Minshew more. But in terms of quarterback play, I definitely would rather have Burrow. I mean, he's the better quarterback.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Who do I rather see the ball come to? And in my mind, I think LaVisca. That's what I'm saying.
See the ball come to?
I'm saying from who do I trust more, and what system do I trust more in?
Yes, in a system, yes. We're saying quarterback play, I would much rather have Joe Burrow throwing it to either one of them than Minshew.
Let's just say it like this. Who would I rather have this year, Minshew or Burrow?
Burrow.
Minshew.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Minshew is doing better as of right now, over 5 games.
Okay. I mean, it's literally their team.
Okay, so what do you
if you take away their team?
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Are we talking about if I had an NFL team, who would I rather have? No, I'm talking about for fantasy.
You literally just I'm talking about in real. Who's throwing him the ball?
No, I'm
Burrow or
no. I'm saying if I was to create a team
Right, an NFL team, and who is going to be my quarterback?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
of
want
course,
and
bro.
that's what we're asking.
Yeah.
here.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like this year,
Right.
who do I rather have, LaVishka or Higgins? Who do I believe in more of their offense? And I believe in the Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I mean, I would still have T. Higgins, but I'm not arguing that point.
That's what
you
I
just said by quarterback play. And when you're saying quarterback play, like, I think Joe Burrow is the better quarterback.
Right, and I'm saying what I mean by quarterback play is, I mean, for this year,
Right.
I think Burrow's going to have more growing pains than Minshew, who's his second year in that same offense.
Well,
And,
but
like,
I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is that they're just trash O-line.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Right.
So which affects the quarterback play, which then that's why to me,
All right, moving on.
like LaVishka more.
All right. I definitely like T. Higgins a lot more. I think he's the alpha there. I think with DJ Shark back, Levis is going to be the number 2. But
I think that number 2 in that offense is great.
right, especially with T. Higgins too. I think he's the number 2 already, and I think there's a chance he overtakes Tyler Boyd. I don't know if that happens with DJ Shark and Laviska.
Right.
But I think it's like 50-50. You go with your gut. Mike Williams, definitely with the way that what's his name? Herbert is throwing his long ball. Mike Williams is that kind of guy. So
super sad that they lost that game.
Yeah,
Very
super sad, man. But he is on bye, so I would not probably pick him up, because I'd rather pick up someone who I can see play another week and get more information on. But if you're in a very deep league, potentially.
Nicole Hardman. Yeah, Watkins the huge gonna be injured for at least a couple of weeks now, and you gotta just figure out: is it Nicole Hardman? Is it Duncan? Does it matter?
Who's Duncan?
What is his name?
Marcus Robinson.
Marcus Robinson. I was thinking Duncan Robinson.
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I mean, I like McCall Hardman. In a deep league.
They both played
to put on
around
the bench.
the same amount of snaps last game.
Right. I mean, I'm not loving throwing him into my lineup, but I definitely would pick him up and put him on the bench just to see what happens. Maybe he has a crazy game without
And if you're in a
Sammy.
deeper league, honestly, I'd be okay with putting both of them on my bench.
And then Brandon
happens.
Cooks. I'd pick him up 100%. Needs to be rostered.
To me,
To play, I don't know.
To me, honestly, he is, realistically speaking, he's probably my number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah,
to
I don't
get.
know if I'd even play him if I got him. I
Right.
mean, him just completely dudding the game before.
It's just a new system, a
I
new
know it's a new
offense,
system.
and I get it. Believe me, I do get it.
He's not my number 1. No, I mean, definitely not my number 1. He's definitely behind Laviska and T. Higgins.
Right. And I can see Brandon, just because I know who Brandon Cooks is, just because I know he's been. He's been like a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1, almost every year except last year. Like, it's hard to imagine like Watson not understanding and figuring it out. Maybe he's like, wait a minute, Cooks is like actually a beast. So who knows, man? I really like him, and I honestly was about to pick him up in another league, and I didn't go with my gut. That's what happens.
And then our TE waiver wire, we got Robert Tonyan coming off that bye, coming off that crazy. I mean, it's definitely scary.
With Adams back.
With Devontae Adams back, I think you still, if you're having TE problems, you got to roster him. You got to check
Definitely
it
with
out.
how bad T's are playing right now.
And then Austin Hooper, he did have another good game.
He's only getting better and better.
Yeah, he got, I think, 10 targets.
Damn.
Yeah, so I would definitely be grabbing him. I'm kind of mad I did not. And then Jimmy Graham got that touchdown. Touchdown dependent, but seems to be getting touchdowns.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm cool with it.
And they've had really bad matchups, like very hard. Even the Bucks are hard to throw on. The Colts, maybe their schedule, gets better, so you can get easier red zone looks. So.
And then our streamers, for our streaming defenses, I'm going with Miami versus the Jets. That should be just a demolition crew.
Okay.
And we got the Giants versus Washington. You could play either one.
I like Washington more. I don't know if you can play the Giants.
I think you definitely can play the Giants.
Really? You think
Yeah.
so?
1,000%. The Washington are giving up so many sacks. Just look at what the Rams just did to
Right.
them last week.
Yeah.
I think you can 50-50 on that.
Si se puede.
Fitzpatrick quarterbacks. We got Fitzpatrick versus the Jets. If Fitzpatrick's still on your waiver wire, what the heck's?
He actually
he's
is
crazy.
on our waiver
He's
wire.
on ours?
On mine.
I
for
actually
many
need to
weeks.
check. We got Ryan Tannehill.
Where's this HS? Oh, I know. Versus your high school. I got you.
Whose high school and what high school?
Well, Ryan Tannehill's high school probably.
Ryan Tannehill is playing Houston. I think that'd be a good
Houston's
stream.
high school.
And Cousins against Atlanta. Gonna be crazy. Also, by the way, if anybody drops Matt Ryan or Drew Brees, they're probably not gonna drop Drew Brees. But if everyone drops Matt Ryan, I'd 100% pick him up. Yeah. If anyone drops Dobbins, I'd pick him up. If anybody drops Akers, I'd pick him up. Anyone else like that? For you? Like if people are gonna drop Mark Ingram potentially,
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't on him.
It just
Kenyon
depends,
Drake.
man.
Kenyon Drake though, if somebody dropped him, I'd pick him up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, hopefully people do some stupid drops, but it just all depends on your team. Like Mark Ingram, in most of my leagues, other than the deep league, I probably wouldn't pick him up just because of my players are better than him. At least that's what I think. And he's just been very inconsistent. Like he is completely what you call an RB touchdown dependent.
Brent's coming in here talking poo-poo. He said, I lost. Yay, 0-5. I'm sorry, Brent. But he said, I'm not going to lie. You guys are making awful jokes. What do you mean, you guys? What was my awful jokes? First of all, don't
Brent.
be hating on him like that. But what do you mean, you guys? What kind of awful jokes did I make, Brent?
Wait. Tell me what jokes, Brent?
Hey, I'm sorry you lost, though.
Yeah,
I feel like he's vented. He's like taking out his anger
I get it.
here.
If I was 0-5, I mean, I am in one league out of the 7. I am 1-4.
It only took Saquon and Eckler, huh?
Yeah, it took Saquon and Eckler, and I get it. And listen, I'm very sorry about that. If you want a hug from me, I got you. Sorry, Brent.
Well, all right, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a review.
Are we talking about the Tuesday game?
Oh, we got to talk about the Tuesday game. Buffalo Bills versus the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, you got to play him. You got to play Tannehill, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, they
A.J. Brown, I think you got it at this point.
I agree.
Devin Singletary, you have to. Jonah Smith, you have to.
I think
Anyone
Khalif is a decent play.
Khalif's a decent play.
Even Davis.
Corey
I think Davis is not Corey Davis.
Not Corey Davis.
What's his name? Jesus Christ. Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis. Sorry, everybody.
Gabriel Davis on the Bills. Just because they don't have John Brown playing. I mean, he's a decent play. He seems to be getting some touchdowns. So, yeah, I think it's actually a pretty exciting game. As much as I don't have, I have the Bills.
I got the Titans.
Okay, where is it at? Where is it at? Who's at home? It is at Tennessee.
Should we make a bet?
Nope.
No?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to.
Because you think Titans are going to win?
No, but I think it's so close.
I think you're favorite.
Huh?
I think you're favorite.
Yeah, maybe a little, but it being down in Tennessee, so it's like a little close.
That's why you didn't want to make the bet?
No, because I think it can go either way, man.
So you pretty much don't have fun. Okay, I get it.
No, I like to have fun.
All right, guys. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. We're tuning out of here. The game starts in 40 minutes. I'm excited. Anything else you want to add? Join our Discord. We got an awesome Discord community. It's in the bio. Anything you want to add?
No. That's it.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for our rankings video.
All right. Peace.
Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode. Visit our website at thefantasyfootballbrothers.com. Check us out on social media at the Fantasy Football Brothers. See you next time.